Some of the best days of my life, some of the biggest fights I had with my friends. Fighting over who got to be who when we would pretend to be the Spice Girls in our parents' basements.
You were baby most of the time?
Every time. Yeah. And if I wasn't, I would throw a fit. If there were two blondes hanging out, you knew there was going to be trouble.
Play 107.
This story is awesome. It's from Illinois. A 39-year-old man named John Hinkle is a two-time NCAA bowling champion for Western Illinois University, and his father, John Hinkle Sr., passed away back in 2016. He's the one that introduced John to this sport at a very young age. And to honor his father, he actually has his ashes in one of the balls that he uses to play. So his dad's ashes are in this bowling ball. And he turned to his brother at a tournament and he said, "I'm going to bowl a perfect game today with this specific bowling ball." And he did. And he said, "My eyes were filled with tears when I hit my last perfect shot. I don't even know where the ball went because I was crying so hard. Like, my dad was there." And he said, the craziest part was the whole time my dad was alive, he tried to bowl a perfect game and never could. And he's like, that was our moment together. Like, my dad helped, we together bowled a perfect game.
Tell me something good.
That's impressive. I would
cool.
definitely screw that up on my last shot. Like, just that's the way I roll. I'll have like the nicest golf hole and then miss a 1-foot putt.
And then you don't stop thinking about it for like 3 days.
Correct. My story is about the French government making a pretty cool move. Any citizen of France who wants to trade in their old car is going to get a $3,000 grant towards the purchase of an electric bike.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a perfect story for
Earth Day. Yeah, totally. I can't see that working here in Edmonton unless they also gave a grant for goggles.
Tell me something good.
What's a food that's like still on your mind that you had a long time ago?
We got this text saying, when my husband and I were in Minnesota for his sledge hockey tournament, we went to the Mall of America. There was this restaurant that had salt and vinegar French fries. They were so delicious. I think about them all the time. I've tried to recreate them. They don't taste the same at all. Exactly. That's the problem.
Yeah, I had this seafood chowder in Cabo.
Okay, I've heard you talk about the seafood chowder before.
Yes, in a bread bowl at the pub beside Hooters. I don't remember what the name was. And it was so good that the next time I was planning a trip to Mexico, I was like, Cabo? Like,
solely because of the soup.
Well, yeah, like if it's a close competition and similar price point, but I know I'm going to have the best soup I've ever had, like, again.
Taryn wrote in saying, I was staying at a hotel in Winnipeg. I went to the attached casino to get something to eat, and I had the best club sandwich of my life. Nothing has ever compared. And then Jessica wrote in saying, this is really random and weird, you guys, but the porridge that I had in my hotel at a little seaside village in Ireland, it was the best porridge I've ever had. Every time I've ever tried to eat porridge since, it's complete trash.
Why? We fast in the mornings, you and I. We don't eat until lunch. When we end up talking about food, and it just wrecks my day.
I can't believe I've gotten to the point in my life where I'm wanting porridge. Like, that sounds pretty good. My girlfriend Cassie is listening from London right now. She just sent me a voice note. Do you think that it's airable? It's definitely about this topic.
Okay, so you're assuming she didn't swear.
I hope not.
Has she been drinking? It's about 5 o'clock over there right now. So yes.
Okay, I'll pull it away if we start to hear her swear. Deal? Okay, let's do this.
Nothing holds a flame to the butter chicken I had in Railay, Thailand. I've been chasing that butter baby dragon for ages. No matter where I go, where I try to taste it, it's just never the same as that amazing one I had in Thailand.
All right.
Crushed it. And also,
all the time.
Now she's going to
also, she has an accent now. Is that what happens when you move to London?
Yeah, honestly, like my nephew was born in Scotland and moved back to Canada when he was about 4, and he had the cutest Scottish accent for the first 10 years of his life, probably. And now he's been in Canada enough, he doesn't have it anymore, but...
Anyway, we're getting off topic. Sorry, but that was a great one. Butter chicken in Thailand. I get it. When I was in Thailand, I'm not kidding. You go to those street vendors where they're making crepes. It was a banana Nutella crepe with coconut milk squirted on it. And I'm not kidding. It changed my life. I would go back to Thailand specific. I should go with Cassie.
Yeah.
We should go and get our butter chicken fix.
And then have
our
dessert.
Crepe fix. Melissa wrote in saying this tomato. I love how specific our listeners are with these stories too, because you go back to this time and where you were and what you were doing in that moment. Melissa says, the tomato soup I had from this small cafe right beside the place my husband was getting his wisdom teeth removed. It was the best I've ever had. You're just like waiting for your husband. He's in all this pain and you're just sucking back the best tomato soup you've ever had in your life. You're like, that was a great day for me. Had a great time.
Rachel, it's Disneyland for you. What food specifically?
So the corn dogs. It is ridiculous there. I know you went. Did you eat the corn dog?
I don't believe I did, no. Is it like a foot-long corn dog?
I just remember we shared it amongst 4 people, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
So is that what makes it so good? If you were to get a corn dog from, let's say, K-Days here in Edmonton, it's not the same?
It's not the same. I don't know if it's because it's the magic of Disneyland.
That could be it.
And then the corn dog on top of it, but it was like hand dipped. Oh my god.
The whipped Dole pineapple ice cream is something else.
Yeah, everybody talks about that.
Well, you need it because it's like 5 million degrees down there. The turkey leg, though. Did you eat the turkey leg, Ryder?
No, I didn't.
What the hell did you eat there?
Hey, quit
Did
yelling.
you eat?
Yeah, I ate.
Ryder's too cheap. He wouldn't wait in the lines with Charlie, so she had to starve in Disneyland.
We took our own breakfast.
We brought our own ham sandwiches.
107.
It is time for Unsung Heroes. This is where we give shout outs to people, places, and things that don't always get the attention that they deserve.
Shout out to the weather, going from sunny and a high of 18 to snow and 1 degree. Good. Because guess what? I hated wearing shorts yesterday. My legs are pasty and hairy, and I'm so excited to be wearing a sweatsuit today.
Shout out to everyone investing in crypto who has no idea what that even means. Same.
Shout out to Instagram adding a feature that hides direct messages with offensive words, phrases, and emojis. Sorry, Ryder, looks like you're blocked.
From every celebrity that I try to slide into.
And me, I blocked you. I can't see your messages.
Shout out to an Edmonton fixture, Dancin' Dan, who hasn't been seen dancing on the street corner by West Ed in years. I guess we'll have to change his name to Standin' Dan.
Does anyone actually know where he is? I'm pretty sure he's dancing somewhere else in the city.
No, I think he's works at a gas station in Spruce Grove.
Oh,
That's
really?
The last I heard, honestly, yeah.
Shout out to completing 150 days in a row of being physically active. That's a fact, and I celebrated by eating a cronut, a Mars bar, a huge slice of lemon meringue pie, 2 buns. What else did I have yesterday?
Pretzels.
Bag of pretzels.
Yeah. Shout out to the loser at the office that reply alls for absolutely no reason.
Okay, that was one time.
And embarrasses themselves to the entire company.
That was an accident. I meant to reply to just the person that sent the email.
Oh, how did you know I was talking about you?
Shout out to dads on Earth Day, which is today, by the way. Happy Earth Day. They're the same as they are on every other day of the week, yelling at us to close the damn door. We're not heating the neighborhood. That's what my dad sounds like. That's like a perfect impression of him.
Keep it up, dads. And finally, shout out to my mask for hiding my nose hairs. Question, Lise. Picture it, you're 15 years old and your dad lines up a shout out for you on the radio. Cool or embarrassing?
At 15?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool.
All right. Well,
I think any radio shout out is awesome.
Noah, your dad loves you very much.
Who's Noah?
Shout out.
Who's
I golfed with his dad yesterday.
No way.
Yeah. He won me some money. He was my teammate.
I just think back to the days where I would call into radio stations and request songs, and then I would listen for hours and nothing would ever happen. And I'm like, now I'm that person that could have that control.
Yeah.
And I just, anytime somebody texts in and wants a shout out, I got to give it to them.
Yeah, we'll do our best.
I have to do it for them.
All right, it's time for the Nostalgia Off, where we both come up with lists that will bring you back to better, more simpler times. And you just let us know whose list resonates with you more. The wager for today, we've decided, is that the loser has to hang whatever the winner picks from their rearview mirror.
Yeah, I always was jealous of anyone that had a vehicle in high school because I didn't have one until like halfway through grade 12. But they'd always come rolling into the parking lot. They would have their lays around their rear view mirror, and I was like, I want
Cavalier.
And their Cavalier every single time.
Or after they graduated, they'd take the thing from their hat and hang it.
Yes, exactly.
Cool times.
Right,
All right.
now, it seems like everyone's rolling around with masks around theirs. That's like the latest trend.
All right, so you go first.
Sure.
5 things each. Let's do it.
Okay, I'm starting off strong today. Waiting on MSN for your crush to log in, and then you get so excited when they do, but then they log out because no one worthy was online for them to chat with.
Okay.
That's when you knew it was over.
Throwing those little weird powdery stink bomb things at each other at recess.
Everybody talks about these stink bombs.
Yeah.
I was never around them. I didn't go to school with you, though. Burn. Do you get it?
No.
Because you're stinky.
Oh, got it.
Making Minute Maid popsicles in the freezer.
No,
Everybody did that.
I didn't. Blowing into your Nintendo game that wasn't working.
It always fixed it.
Yeah.
Getting your license and immediately hitting up a McDonald's drive-thru just because you can.
Good one. Reading Archie on the toilet.
I did that too.
Everyone did.
Every time my mom would take me grocery shopping, I'd get a new one at checkout. Watching the TV Guide channel and thinking To Be Announced was a show. When really they just didn't have the programming in yet.
Okay. Playing Minesweeper on your PC even though you had no idea how the game worked.
Yes. Okay, you're crushing it today. Walking to the corner store with the change that you stole from your dad's jeans in the laundry room to get 5-cent candies.
And my last one is sitting beside your crush on the bus on field trip day. Oh, yeah. This is where I normally sit on the bus, but now I'm sitting beside my crush.
Okay, let's spitfire ours so we can get some votes in on the text line 780-784-7107. Waiting on MSN for your crush to log in, and then they logged out. Making Minute Maid popsicles in the freezer. Getting your license and immediately going to McDonald's just because you can. Watching the TV Guide channel on TV and thinking To Be Announced was a show. And walking to the corner store with the change you stole from your dad's jeans.
Throwing little weird powdery stink bomb things at each other at recess.
Where did you even get those? Where did you buy those?
No, they're just on the ground. They like grow. They're like natural.
What?
Yeah. They're just like a thing. They're like a plant of some sort.
Sounds fake.
Blowing into your Nintendo game that wasn't working, reading Archie on the toilet, playing Minesweeper even though you didn't know how it worked, and sitting beside your crush on field trip day.
I don't want to talk to any of you.
Okay, this has never happened in the history of the Nostalgia Off. Lisa got 0 votes.
I haven't got a single vote, and I even had on my list waiting for your crush to log in on MSN.
Yeah.
This is absolutely hot garbage.
And like, there's not a small amount of votes coming in either.
I can't believe this. It crashed our text line. I was like, there's got to be a Lisa vote in here
I bet
somewhere.
I won 70-0.
I'm serious. No, actually, though, they're not a single. And I think what's giving you the win is the stink bomb. And I have never heard of this. Where is it, a plant?
Yeah, they're like these little things that grow
In the grass?
Yeah, we'd have them in the schoolyard, and they're just like, I guess the closest thing I could say is like a small mushroom that's filled with this powder that stinks. And you throw it at somebody, and it would like explode on them and like kind of smoke. They're weird. I know, it sounds made up.
How is this a common thing that everybody did?
A really cool story yesterday. Bichette, who's my favorite baseball player these days, that's the jersey I have, Toronto Blue Jays, hit a home run over the Green Monster in Boston. And
I've never been to a game. I want to so badly,
baseball
though.
games are the best. It's such a nice pace.
It's just chill.
Oh, it's the best.
Eating like 6 hot dogs.
And Fenway Park, where the Green Monster is, would be the one to go to as well. Anyway, he hits this home run almost 30 years ago to the day where the home run landed. Like, he hit it out of the park completely. 30 years ago to the day. His parents met right where that home run ball landed. Yeah, they met at, there was a gym across the street from Fenway and just over the Green Monster. And that's where they met for the first time. Isn't that cool?
That is so beautiful. It gave me goosebumps.